I've really had to work on how to use technology in the classroom to make it more innovative for the students, and that they are engaged and they aren't doing the same thing over and over, and that they are really getting differentiated instruction out of what is going on each and every day.
Well, I wish I could replicate what I did see today throughout the entire district, and my hope is that what I saw today is actually taking place in all of our schools. Because as you and I were walking, you saw tier one, we call it tier one instruction taking place, and then we saw a little bit of remediation and some things, and we saw kids who were doing robotics in classes, and teachers were still excited, and kids were still excited about learning here as elementary students. And so with Plan A, of course, they'll be back in. So we are excited. My biggest thing, and I give a big shout out to Anderson Elementary for being able to push through and allow us to come into their classroom with cameras, and allowing me to read to students, and just to see that enthusiasm from teachers, that's still something, you know, when we go back to say, what are some of the things that we want to see, that enthusiasm of teaching is what we want to see.
I will tell you, I am so proud of my staff. When we closed school in March, within a few weeks, they were meeting with families and on Zoom, having class meetings on Zoom just to make those connections. They were having office hours, meeting with students in small groups. And I will tell you, some of them were very hesitant with technology before the pandemic, and it was almost like they were thrust into a situation where they had to use it, and they are masterful at it now. And so when we came back in the fall, for them, it was just, what can we do to take it up a notch? Because they had already stretched themselves in the spring, so they were ready. And so for us, as teachers, as leaders here, we're just excited and proud that they have risen to the challenge, anchored in excellence.
One of the things that I just want to bring to everyone's attention is how when we were in the fourth grade class and they were doing reading, how the teacher was able to instantaneously see what students were putting in their iPads. And she was then able to post it and either make corrections or give comments to students. So I think that was a big thing that our teachers have become technologists in less than a year. And that's not necessarily their majors, but teachers were doing it. So I applaud those who have trained our technology department, who has helped train, making sure that we had iPads and those devices for our students. So I am looking forward to seeing more of what that will look like in the future. We are looking to go to one-to-one devices district-wide. So again, I'm wanting to make sure that we all get trained and get a level playing field for technology training.
It's about making sure that these students are prepared for the next grade that they are going to go to. It doesn't matter if we're in a pandemic. We as teachers still have a responsibility to prepare these students for next year in the future. And that is what we are focused on each and every day.